Yes, another episode of... What's the show called?
Bento Pod.
Bento Pod. And we watched...
New summer anime.
Yes, we watched a new summer anime. And I liked Gangsta. Anime called Gangsta. Charlotte. Another anime called Gate, and the last one is Overlord.
What was Charlotte?
Huh? Oh, Charlotte. Charlotte.
I don't think I watched it.
Did you watch the other ones?
Yeah, I watched The Gate. I really like that one too.
Nice.
That one was like the first one I really like.
Yeah, same here actually. It was the first one I was like, oh, you're pretty interesting.
Yeah. What got me to watch it at first was someone on Twitter tweeting about how good it was, because from the description it's like, eh. But like watching it was better than what I expected. Like, yeah. It's really interesting to see a dragon get shot down by a military helicopter.
For me, what made me watch it was I went on the website I usually watch anime on now. It's called kissanime.com. And I was like, oh, let me see what new anime they have on here. And that was the first one that came up, so I was like, oh, well, I'll just watch that. It was fate. It found me. But
I think I didn't really care for the opening or ending, so like it didn't really stand out to me.
Yeah,
like, I like the ending visual, like with that military car changing colors, but like the songs, I wasn't really into it, because one of the big things about anime is the opening and endings.
Right, and usually they'll grab your attention, or at least grab you to like continue watching. But for me, it was just, I agree, it was the actual episode versus the theme songs. I'd skip those.
Yeah.
But I did notice that the animation style of it was nice. It was clean, and it really like any action, like fighting that takes place, it would complement that a lot.
Yeah, you can see it's not just like fast flashes or something.
Right, yeah. And
being Z punches.
I know, right?
And I don't know, just seeing like fantasy beings versus like present time military was really interesting.
Right.
And did you see the second episode?
Huh?
Did you see the second episode or just the first?
I only saw the first.
The second episode is like so good.
Really?
For you to watch it.
Like,
they don't know what guns are, and like, what is this sorcery? And it's just so interesting.
That's awesome. Like, I like how just watching the first episode, it was like it's one of those where the main character is, you kind of relate to him because it's like, oh, I like anime and stuff like that. And he's going to one of those convention sales, and real life is being attacked by a fantasy world.
Yeah.
And then dude happens to be in the military, which I forgot, because later on, when through all the panic and everything, when he killed one of the warrior people, I was like, wait, why'd you do that? You're into anime and stuff. You wouldn't do that. Oh wait. Oh yeah, you're a military guy. Never mind. I guess that is possible.
The one thing I didn't like is how at first they kind of seemed to censor people being killed. Like they wouldn't actually show it. It's like, I want to see it. But later on they started to show blood and stuff.
Yeah.
But at first it kind of is like, oh no, are they gonna like censor everything?
Oh, yeah, that's annoying. I want to see the full detail, everything.
Yeah, to get more, like, to get that full shock value, to put yourself in the character's shoes.
At
I
least,
like how there's, like, a little bit of comedy in it.
yeah.
He's like, he doesn't care, he only works for his hobby.
Right.
He doesn't work because he loves his job or anything.
And that's another nice thing, because I feel the same way. I'm like, I'll work so I can afford to be able to watch anime whenever I want to and have internet, so I can continue watching, and every now and then when I go to a convention and find a figure, I'm gonna buy it. So
and I like that he's not a teenager too, so it's like, yes, the main character is not in his teens.
Right, and he actually looks it, because
it's not like a 30-year-old man who looks like he's 15.
Right. And it's neat too, because like, even though it was like a little part in the first episode, it kind of how he meets other people in the same career field, like in the military too, and they happen to like watch anime and that sort of thing. It's like, oh yeah, like you kind of get that feeling of how you meet other people that are into the same thing as you. So
yeah, and also the second episode they'll show another part of them bonding and singing a theme song of some show or something.
That's awesome.
So that's really cool to see.
That's awesome. And they really, like, in the first episode, I know they really tease you as far as like the fantasy life, like how it's gone into their world, and they don't like reveal too much as to what's going on. So I thought that was a really cool one, and I would definitely keep watching it.
Yeah, I can't wait for the third one.
Nice. I need to watch the second one.
And you said the other one was Gangster. I watched that one too.
Nice. Like, okay, so for Gangsta, I watched it twice, which is weird. The first episode twice, and then I watched the second episode once. But at first, when I watched Gangsta, I don't think I read the description that well, or I didn't really pay attention as to what was going on or what the characters were about. So, to start off, it was about the two guys, and they take up, they're like handymen around the city, and so they do jobs for money. And it could be like beating up people, which is what I saw a lot of. And they'll, even police officers or doctors will hire them, or old women that own convenience stores. It's funny because the first time around watching it, I forgot that the one guy is deaf.
Oh.
Because the phone kept ringing. The phone kept ringing, and I'm like, why won't he fucking answer the phone?
Yeah, that was bothering me too when it first started. It's like, oh my god, I hate when shows that ring and ring. Like,
why don't you, like, he kept looking at the lady outside the window. I'm like, answer the phone! And the guy's just staring at you like, am I the only one that hears that phone? That's what I thought. But then, later on in the episode, they're like, yeah, the dude's deaf. And I'm like, oh! That explains a lot.
Yeah,
sorry,
I get annoyed so much in any show where they let the phone ring too much, and you know in real life, even if you're barely waking up, you just shut off the ringer.
But it's kind of neat that they did that, because it's one of those animes where they don't make the audience feel stupid, even though I kind of feel stupid because I forgot.
Yeah, but it feels good to figure it out instead of like the other guy or the girl thinking like, oh yeah, he's deaf, he can't answer it, I'll answer it for him.
Yeah.
Like, it just let the audience like get it by the end of the episode, like,
right.
This is why.
They don't repeat it constantly through other characters. He's deaf, he's deaf, he's deaf. And I like how they did it, too, because the one police officer, he was like, oh, I thought he was just, quiet, because people are, like, there's some people that just won't talk. They just keep to themselves, and he does seem like the type of person that wouldn't say much. The other guy, who only has one eye, he's more of the talker. So
that's finally, like, a cool reason to have, like, a strong Senate type. Make him deaf. So it won't get so annoying with the cliche.
Yeah.
I want to show this to Erica. Like,
that's what I was thinking too.
To see if the hands are right, but then again, it might be different sign language in different countries, so I don't know if it'll.
It might actually work because, did you watch the second episode of ᴛʀᴀ? Oh, did you see the second episode of ᴛʀᴀ?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I saw I thought that was a really neat thing, too, that they did the sign language. It wasn't just, oh, he's deaf. That's it.
Yeah, it was like, oh, he can read lips. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like, now they actually have friends to try to communicate with him that way.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure, because there were a few times where someone said something and he, like, responded to it, so he could read lips, but I like how they didn't rely on that. They still learned it for him.
Right. And that was always a nice thing. And
that, like, shows how close they are.
Yeah.
Like, anyone who knows sign language, just for him, it shows, like, oh, I'm learning it for you.
Yeah, and that was always a really cool thing. And it kind of makes you want to take up sign language, too. Because it's, like, they kept saying thank you. And like, I just said thank you right now, and I did the sign language for it. But, because I remember that lady was like, thank you. And she's like, oh, and the guy's like, oh, you're picking it up? And she's like, oh, I just noticed what you did. Like, you two would always do whenever I see you. But, oh, another thing, too, I thought they did a great job on the visual for the anime ᴛʀᴀ, like the opening and ending. Like I feel like they went kind of a bebop approach in a way. Like they had colors flashing on the screen, and then the art style is rough, so it shows like features but it's rough. It's not, very sharp. And then everyone looks their age, like.
Yeah. I was kind of upset in the second episode seeing a little kid, though. But I guess I can bypass
But it's one kid that we've seen. Only one.
Yeah. I'd rather see kids in the background, not as the main character.
Main character. At least they look like a side character. Like, they're not going to appear that much.
Yeah, I'm just glad she's not like, oh, I'm a kid, but I know how to work a gun and a sword like an expert. Like, I like how she's not a fighter.
Yeah. And actually, too, at least she's not the assistant that, like, in their group.
Yeah.
Because had she been the assistant that helps the two guys, then you'd see a lot more of her.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't annoying. It was just like, oh no, don't tell me there's like a genius kid in this one too. Because I want it to keep that realism.
Right.
Even though there's one thing that I will rant about that isn't so real. It's like, oh really? They're gonna go this way? Is how he's faster than bullets? That guy with the sword? The deaf guy.
Yeah.
Like, he is like really close to these guys with guns, yet he dodges them like nothing. So I'm really hoping there's like maybe some explanation about these tag people, that they're superhuman or something, because if not, it's like, this part is when it's like, it's so anime, which is weird to say, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I really
and like how he almost tipped over that car with one kick, the police car.
Yeah, that.
So it's just little stuff like that takes you out of the realism, because even in Cowboy Bebop, like, Spike isn't like a superhuman person, and he's still awesome. So I would like to see. I would like if he was an awesome character who wasn't have to be superhuman. It's kind of like Michonne from The Walking Dead. Like, she has a sword, but if she needs to, she'll use a gun.
Right. That's a good example, actually.
Yeah, so I would have liked if he at least had a gun for far away instead of being this confident person to go into a bullets flying at him.
Yeah. Because he wasn't, it seemed like he wasn't going to even use his sword. He was just going to, like, mess around according to the other characters.
Yeah.
But
so I would have liked that, like, he also uses guns when he needs to, but when he's up close, that's when he uses his fists or sword.
But they do hint out that there is something much stronger than the tags, or something to be more feared of than the tags themselves, because people are afraid of the tags, like that deaf guy.
Yeah, there's something special about them that happened.
But,
so I'm kind of hoping there's an explanation, like they're all superhuman, not just like, oh, they're only different because they've gone through so much. It's like, no, I need more, like, explain his superhuman. Because even that one guy was a superhuman in the second episode. He was pretty powerful too.
Yeah, and actually there was a guy that got killed, and apparently he was sort of like, he was a tag too, but like a different breed, I guess. Like, he wasn't on the same class as the deaf guy or the other guy that he fought. Alright, he said, like, he was a former mercenary, but I don't know. I guess there's different types.
Yeah.
Like, not just A.
I'm hoping they get into it more in the third one, or like, at least soon. I want an explanation, like, just to see, like, more about them.
Right. And I feel like,
because even when she asked, he didn't really give much away other than they're special. Like, I wish she would have asked more questions to him.
I think she did want to, but I think she was going to ask that girl more questions, but it was like, oh, it's time to go. And she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been like, wait, I'm talking. I'm talking to her. You go without me. I know where it is.
the mini
but I bet he didn't want her asking.
Yeah.
He probably heard.
But I did like how they made it so that she did, like, get scared of that guy, of the deaf guy. Yeah. She was like, he just did that. I'm kind of afraid of you. And I think he sensed that she was scared of him.
Yeah, I like that too. Because any normal person would seem like a murderer, but how anime is most of the time, it's like, oh, I'm okay with it. So I like how they did make her scared of him.
Yeah. And she actually, like, asked someone else, like, you're not afraid? Because I am. Just a little. Just a little. As she shakes. But, yeah. Any others?
And did you get in the subtitles they kept using the F word, but in Japanese they didn't use it at all? Or did you have a good subtitle?
I think,
because they don't use the F word at all, but for some reason the subtitles they do to try to make it more extreme, and it's like,
oh yeah,
translate it what they say. Don't put in lies.
I wonder if maybe, I want to say that they did, but I don't remember actually.
Stupid subtitles, that's not what they said.
But I did like how
it does go, but it's just that they didn't say that, because they actually literally have to say the word, because there's no Japanese word for it.
Yeah. But I guess since it's like, oh, this is only for mature audiences only, it's like, let's put some cuss words in it. That way, yeah. it really is it's a mature only audience. Because I remember I was watching it with my husband, and he's like, it's for mature mature audiences only. I'm like, I'm mature.
Like, you're not. You have to leave Terrence. I'll call you when it's over. So you said there was another one you like? You want to talk about it? Because I haven't seen it.
I'll start with the other one that I liked. It's called Overlord. The idea of the anime is that there's this popular video game in Japan, and it's finally coming to an end after being active for 12 years. And so it's finally coming to an end, and the last server is about to go down on its last day. And so one of the guys who play this game, he decides to stay to the last minute. Like, he stays on the full day up to the last minute. And he kind of goes over, you know, how he and, like, other people that played this game have, you know, gone so far and, like, did all kinds of stuff with the game and played a lot, like, put a lot of hours into it and everything. And I think he's just really sad overall that it's coming to an end because he had so much fun with the game itself. But you do see one of the other characters in the game that he used to play with. And he stays to the very end, and instead of being kicked out of the game keeps going. And so he tries to use his controls to figure out what's going on, but his controls don't work. There's no controls. There's no IMing anyone from, you know, where he is to other players that were there. So he's trapped in this game. And he also realizes, well, first of all, there's other characters in the game, of course, that he rules over in the game. And now they can actually talk. But they're in character, but they can talk now. And he can actually touch and smell like as if it was real. But he's in the game. And he can't get out. Huh?
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting because he's like, wait. Like, how do I get out? I have work. I have work tomorrow. I mean, I'm not excited about it, but
I need it.
And the other thing is that he doesn't have family that he lives with, and he doesn't have any friends, so it's kind of like, well, he has no friends in the real world. I'm assuming that's how they're going about it. Like, that would check up on him. So he's trying to actually figure out, like, what is going on, and he tries a few things to see, you know, what has changed and how did he get stuck there. So, yeah.
Did you like everything about it, or were there any cliches that you didn't like? Did you like everything?
I think I liked everything about it.
Well, that's good.
I know they put a little fan service in there, but I kind of didn't mind it. Although it wasn't necessary, but I was fine with it. I think because of as much fan service as I've seen, it's kind of like, okay. Like, it didn't go overboard like it could have done.
Yeah.
But no, it was actually interesting. They at least kept it pretty interesting, and I like how he tried to at least... He's in the works of trying to get out of this game, because I feel like in most anime they would have just been like, yeah, I'm in a game.
Yeah.
Like, this is fine by me. But it's like, but my body and work and I'm the only real person here, maybe? But
I feel like any adult or anyone who has responsibilities would be trying to get out, but any kid that doesn't care, they'd be happy.
yeah. And here it's like kind of a twist of the two. It's like, okay, this is weird. Let me just, try every option available to see if there's a way for me to get out or to get help or something. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good how they did it, and the opening and ending was interesting. Like, it grabbed your attention. I think my only thing about it is that I don't know where it's gonna go from here. He's trapped in a game. I don't know what else he can really do in the game or what he's gonna accomplish from here. I mean, if worst case scenario, he's just stuck and he's the only one there, what can you do to drag this out? Have little missions with the characters, because he mentioned that he got to a really high level for this character that he's built, and he's like the overlord person. But that's my only thing. How far can they go to make it interesting? But yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't let you down. I want to check it out too. So I have it on my list.
Nice. Yay! I guess the last one is Charlotte. Charlotte was actually one of the ones that I read about on for one of the new animes that was coming out that I was interested in, even though I had to wait a while for it to come out because it didn't come out right away. It's about this good-looking guy who has the ability to transfer into someone else's body for a few seconds, and it starts off with him like trying this out because he's like, what can I really use this for? Like he tests it out many times, and he doesn't understand, like, what am I going to do with this power? and so it's actually pretty funny, and it moves pretty fast. So for example, he's walking down the street, and there's these three guys walking in front of him, and they're kind of like, they're like rough. They're like the type of characters you wouldn't want to mess with, basically. And they're slightly older than him. And so he transfers into one of the other guy's body. And when he transfers into someone else's body, his body falls asleep. Like, the other person doesn't go into his body or anything. Oh. So he goes into one of the three guys' bodies, and he punches the other guy while he's in the body. And so they all start beating up each other. And, for a few seconds, he's getting beat up because they were throwing punches back at him after he did. And then he wakes up in his body. And I'm like, wow, okay, this is interesting. But he finally decides, oh, you know what I can use my power for? I can use my power to make good grades. So while he's in class, he figures out, who's good at what subject. And it's like, okay, time to take the test. And after so long into the test, he'll actually go ahead and transfer into someone else's body and get all the answers. So he'll stare at the paper and read it all fast, and then he'll transfer into someone else's body and read it all fast and get the marks for it. And so he ended up going to a really good school and everything because of it. But there is someone who's been watching him who also has powers. Not like his, but they also have powers too. And so they've been recording him, like what happens. And they pretty much get him to join their school where people have powers as well. But
I would not join. I would want to be in a school where only I have powers.
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't want to be around other people who also have powers.
But they go over his head for it. They actually, like, go to his guardian and get permission and everything before they even go to him.
Oh.
And then he also gets to live, I think it was, like, free expenses paid. Like, they didn't have to pay anything. So that was even more reason.
I'd go in someone else's body, make them give me their money, put it in my sleeping body's pocket, and go back into mine and leave.
What Valerie already knows what she would want to do.
I don't want to be around other people.
Yeah.
Who have powers, because what if they have, like, a murderer one or something and kill me? Like someone dangerous, like in Heroes.
Oh, that's a good point. Like,
because that's what I'm thinking of as Heroes.
Yeah. Well, I know you only get to see 2 other people's powers in the first episode. I don't know if I should say them. Do you want me to say what the powers were?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the people's powers is that they can teleport really fast. Although, when I see their power, I want to think that they just run really fast. But it's obvious that they have no real control over it, and even they were like, yeah, I can't tell you how many times I've been in the hospital because of my power. I'm like, yeah, the downfall of it. I did not think about that. Because one of the powers I would like to have is I can go really fast. But I don't think about I'm not going to think about the after effects. Anyway. There's another person, too, who she becomes invisible to the person that she doesn't want to be seen by. So, if there's 3 people in the same room, and the person with the power, like, kicks person A, person B will see it, but person A won't see it coming. But they will get the kick. So, yeah. I like that how they went about this first episode. I like how the main character goes all out with his power. Like, there's a lot further that he does with his power that's like, what the hell? But it's like, I could see someone doing that.
Yeah, someone having fun but being freaked out.
Right. And he has fun with his power. He goes all out. And so I think that's what really made me like this anime. But it is one that I'm kind of like, okay. They didn't really focus too much on school, even though they did show, like, he actually cheated with his powers, using his powers to get good grades. They didn't go into school too much. Now it will be more so of there's other characters around school, and also too, while he's at this new school, they are forcing him to find other people with their powers who are misusing them, just like he did.
Oh.
So it's kind of like,
the boring brigade.
like, it could be interesting, but it could be boring too, so.
I meant their group.
Oh,
like,
they're
stopping all the fun.
Yeah. Although, I don't know. The main character, like, I would watch another episode to see how it goes. But, yeah, that's it. They did have kind of a mystery thing going on, like, like the family situation. Like, their mother left him and his little sister behind, and the uncle takes care of them, but you don't see the uncle. The uncle is kind of like, I exist. I send packages of ramen in the mail. But you don't see him, so...
Here, eat this crap.
Yeah.
I know you're still alive.
Yeah, that was the fucked up thing. It's like, oh, congratulations, you got in this new school. Good job. Full ride, whatever. Here's some ramen. And
here's some ramen. I'm not your mom.
And then the main character is like, I am going to put this under a shelf. I'm going to pretend I didn't see this. This
You know,
whole thing.
like, getting ramen is lame unless you're buying it yourself and you're having a craving for it. But if someone gives you it, it's like, couldn't you give me some else?
Yeah, exactly.
So you didn't see Junjo Romantica yet?
No, I actually haven't. I forgot about that. That will be one of the future episodes, future anime I will watch, even though I watched the first and second. Because this is the third, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel about it?
I liked it. There was just one character I didn't like, and his brother does something annoying. But I'll talk to you after you watched it.
Okay.
To see if you feel the same way, which I think you will. But I like it since we're already fans of it. We already seen the first 2 seasons, and I read the manga before, so I kind of already know what's going to happen, but I forgot to, so it's good to see it animated.
Nice.
And I seen another one called Kagami. A Kagami. It's that first one on the list, if you have it up. It's about, like, the girls, and she has red hair, and that's rare in their world.
Oh, I watched that one too. Snow White with red hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Huh?
Like, I like this anime, but I don't know their names.
Let me...
Is her name Snow White?
No, her actual name isn't Snow White, but I'm gonna call her Snow White. So,
okay.
But
yeah, because I know they mentioned Snow White, but I didn't know if that was her name.
Wait, let me make sure it's still the same one I'm thinking of. Ooh, why doesn't it doesn't come up as the first on my list though?
No, it doesn't.
Mm-mm.
It's Kagami.
Oh.
No.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one.
It's Summer?
Oh, yes. It is the first one. There's another anime page I have up.
Oh.
Okay, so in English it's called Snow White with Red Hair.
Oh, that's a better, easier title for me.
Yeah, I made sure I looked up what the English names are, because I'm going to just butcher the... Because even for Gate, it's like Gate, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
it's just Gate.
So Gate. But yeah, Snow White with red hair. I ended up seeing that one too. What did you think?
I liked it. It was like one of the ones I liked. Like for me, the prince was really funny. Like he didn't come off as annoying to me. He was like funny, this pathetic guy.
Yeah. The prince that wants to make her the concubine just because of her red hair.
Yeah. And I didn't find her annoying either. Like, she stood up for herself. She left when she wants to. She's like, oh, I guess I should go. You know, like other pushover main characters. Like, she sets off to go away and she doesn't, I don't know, I like her character and I had fun with the anime. I like it.
Yeah, same here. Like, I really thought of, another anime that I've been watching not long before. I'm trying to remember the name of it, and of course it won't come to me now. It was another show that also has a character with red hair. Yona of the Dawn, or Akatsuki no Yona. It reminds me of that series because, well, the character has red hair, but she also, like, they kind of build her up more where it's like she's used to being of royalty and then she becomes more of a strong character. So, like, this series reminded me a lot of that one. And Snow White with red hair was also another series that I really wanted to see, other than Charlotte. Because it sounded interesting. I think those were the only two that really sounded interesting to me when I was reading the description. And after that, I was like, I don't know what else I'm going to watch. But, yeah, I really like the animation of it. It was really nice, beautiful colors. Main character's a herbalist, right? And
Or what? What?
Oh, the main character, she's a herbalist.
Oh, yeah.
So it had been in her family for generations. Yeah.
And I like them at, like, that new prince, the one she meets. Like, I like them as a couple. They're not, like, totally mean to each other or shy or, like, out of place. I don't know. They work well to, like, automatically becoming friends.
Right. Yes.
So I kind of actually like this canon couple.
My only thing is that, like, when I watched it to the end, so I think there's a limit. I think I get, well, it didn't make me mad. It was just, I felt like they showed some scenes, at least when I watched it, where I was like, you didn't have to show that. You didn't have to show that either. Like, where they're dancing, like it was speeding forward that they would end up together. And I'm like, well, do I need to watch the second episode? Because I know they're going to end up together.
I don't remember them dancing. Was that the end? Was that an ending or opening or actual episode?
It was the ending.
Oh.
I think it was in the ending song. I don't know if it's the actual ending video or if it's just clips that they were showing of what was to come. Because the music was playing, and then they were showing future scenes. And I'm like, but that's not necessary. I don't know if it's going to be in the following episodes, though. I feel like it will. But I'm still like, you didn't need to show that. Like, because you see that she has a new outfit on. Like, she's going to be helping, I don't know. Like, she has a new uniform on, because she didn't before. And then you see them dressed up dancing. And then some other stuff. And I'm like, don't stop. Like, I like them together, too. But I just don't like it when anime just makes it seem... Like, it's kind of, like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to watch anymore. Because I feel like, oh, well, I don't have to watch anymore. I think that's my point.
Yeah, it'll be like just that fun. It'll be like a short for you, like a fun short anime that you already get the point and you enjoyed it and you don't need to see more.
Right. It's like one of those short OVAs that they have, and it's like, we could have done more, but this is all we're giving you.
Yeah.
And so I kind of felt like that, and I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to watch more, but I did like the pairing. I did like what happened with the episode.
Yeah. I didn't like how he got up after he'd been poisoned, because he was like, oh, I'm training to be immune to it. But I didn't like that part. I would have liked if she just said yes to the prince, and she just got the antidote, fixed him, and then once he woke up, then her yes wouldn't have mattered anyways. He still would have saved her from getting away from him, because it's like, oh, you're going to get in trouble for poisoning me, like a neighbor prince, because I'm also a prince.
Yeah.
So she didn't have to say, like, he didn't have to come and rescue her, because he would have anyway once he woke up. So I didn't like how it made it seem like he's going to be able to go through anything without trouble. But I would have liked to have her save him.
But I do find that as a typical thing where it's like, oh, he's a part of royalty. Well, and the girl isn't. And there's a girl that they're interested in. Well, we're going to have it so that the girl was the one that we were aiming for as a target. And the guy was already building his immune system towards poisoning, since he's part of royalty. But when I see it get played out, usually it's more of a, okay, person is laying sick in bed, but they do get the antidote themselves.
Yeah. I would have liked, like, if he was going to be immune to it, I wouldn't have liked him to quickly pass out. He should have just got slowly sick.
Yeah. Which is what I thought should have happened. Like, he got slowly sick, but they would have just went into their kingdom and, like, gone back to health. Be like, you don't need to go back to the other country to get an antidote. We can get something ourselves.
Yeah. Other than that, I thought too the comedy wasn't out of place or anything. I loved it. Like, I'm probably gonna watch just this, it'd be like since we already know they're ending up together, just be like this couple on a venture. So yeah. I'll probably still keep watching unless it gets annoying, but so far none of the characters annoy me.
Yeah, and the two characters that are by his side, they're kind of like guards or like bodyguards. Yeah. They're kind of cool. It's not too much and not overly doing it.
Yeah, like, you could tell she's the strong type, but she's not too silent when she doesn't show emotion. When she has emotion, I like that.
Yeah. And the guy is goofy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice because sometimes
like
it needs to switch up.
They pick on him.
Yeah. It's like
he doesn't try to be goofy, but he just is.
I like how they were like, and the guy who's obviously losing at chess over there, wait, how is it that you're not even looking at the game and you think I'm losing? But you are losing. That's besides the point. But yeah, I like that. I did like it as an anime. I guess my only thing is that I don't know if I'll watch more. I might. Yeah. But I might not.
I also like the one after it. Is there an English one for that one? It's the Aru Kikanju or whatever. It's the one where she's disguised as a boy, and they're playing this survival game with BB guns. It probably doesn't have an English title. Because I think it's their names.
Darn, I think it is their names. Yeah, there's no English for it. I'm sorry. Yeah. A-N-K, there you go. A-N-K. Or A-X-K.
Yeah.
Abbreviations.
I was really into this by the description. But I don't like the opening because it was just like the opening, kind of like the way it starts out is the main character shows up to help this guy with his bullies, and she's like, "Stop right there, evildoers," and stuff. So you automatically know she's that type of person, the hero type of person. And then her pervy best friend comes in and gropes her from behind just to prove, like, see, it's a girl. She has boobs. They're just really small. It's like, it's like spelling it out for us again that it's a female. They could have just said it a different way. It's so easy. So I didn't like that, how they introduced.
Had I been that friend, I would have been like, I can vouch for her. She just has a small chest. I hate that. Like, I think because I've seen another anime where, like, the one female has two friends and one of them is just, like, always touching her. I would just,
yeah.
feel like you need to stop. Like,
yeah, especially if a friend is, like, obviously they don't like it, then it's like they should stop. Yeah. It's not like they're playing with them and being like, they're okay with it.
You know, the weird part is that the anime that I'm thinking of, the character seems completely okay with the other character doing this, and I'm like, stop it, though.
Like, you never see a pervy anime, a character being pervert to a guy. It's always like, if it's a guy character, pervert to a girl. If it's a girl character, pervert to a girl. It's just, I don't like it, seeing girls' character being groped.
Actually, there was one anime I saw. In this list. In this list, yes. That I will get to later. But anyway, you know, when I look at the main characters, is it the one with the white hair? Short white hair?
What, the main character? They're all... Are you talking about the same anime I'm talking about?
Yes, the Eiharu.
Yeah, she's the one in the front with the blue jacket.
Totally looks
They
like
all
a boy
have
to me.
blonde hair.
Oh yeah, huh? There's two guys with white hair and ish. Oh wow, huh?
I think one guy has white, the other one's blonde.
Yeah.
It just looks white because it's like the picture. But yeah, I really like this anime. I'm gonna keep watching it because despite that opening and the main character, like the main character wasn't as annoying when she meets the guy in the blonde hair. It becomes more funny, and I really enjoyed the second episode a lot better than the first one because like she's just less annoying with that hero. I don't know what you would call it, the righteousness of her personality, because she's just more like, oh my god, this guy's so crazy. Because he's like funny. He reminds me of I forgot his name, but he's on Host Club, the main character.
Oh, Tamaki?
Yeah, him. That's what he reminds me of, because he's also the head of a host club, because the host club is actually mentioned. So he's a host. So I guess they got their inspiration from that anime, Host Club.
Yeah.
Because he's like almost the same character, but he's older, because the two guys, him and the guy with black hair, they're adults. They're not in high school, but she's in high school. And in the first episode, she fights him, like challenges him to a fight, but he doesn't do fights, he just does those games, the survival games. Because she's mad that he apparently just, like, made her friend, the pervy friend, spend all her money on him being a host, or whatever. That's why they get into a duel.
I'm like, that's her fault.
Yeah.
No one told you to come in here. Like,
yeah.
You chose that.
They kind of point that out to her later at the end of the episode. But at first she just hears it and then she gets angry and runs off. And so her friend doesn't have enough time to explain that it was her fault. So, but during like the fight, she breaks a lot of stuff in the host club. So to pay it off, he wants her to be in his team for these survival games. But he doesn't know that she's a girl. Because someone, like one of the girls, they were like, I want to join your club, or join your team, I mean. And he's like, oh, I don't have girls join my team. So the main character knows that if she comes out as like she's a girl, then she won't be able to repay him back that way. She'll probably find a way.
Oh, so
she has to keep it a secret, and I love that. I love how she has to keep it a secret, because in Host Club, right away, first episode, they find out.
Well, wait, was it the first episode that they find out that that's a girl?
In Host Club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember Tamaki was really slow, and the light bulbs, like, it's like, oh, you're a girl.
Yeah, they all find out. So, in this anime, like, she even has to hide it from his friends, so I'm hoping, like, throughout the series, they don't know, because I really like it. It's a fan service.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because, there would be some things they wouldn't do around girls.
Yeah.
So, I'll be watching this anime.
I would too.
And also in the second episode, the friend doesn't show up. So that pervert friend I don't like. So, I'm hoping she hardly ever shows up throughout the series too. Unless if she shows up, she's not pervy anymore and it was just in that one scene. Then that's okay, but if she's a pervert friend, I don't want her there. So I'll keep watching that one. I think that's all the anime that I liked.
I think I will check it out.
Yeah. Like, at least watch to the second episode, because the first one is kind of like, her personality is just thrown in your face of that righteous hero-ness and stuff. But if you don't like it by the second one, then yeah, you probably won't. Probably not your type.
It sounds like it'd be more interesting where, like, immediately thinking of ᴛʀᴀsＧ, but main character, like, she didn't have a personality like that. She was kind of like, you can do whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah. It's funny because I don't like either of their personalities. I don't like the host club one because she doesn't have one. Then I don't like this one because it's annoying, but she wasn't that annoying around the guys. She's just annoying around, like, anyone else, I guess. Like, she's trying to stop fights, sick of the bullies and all that, but in the second one she was really good.
Well, I will definitely check it out, cause
yeah,
and see what I think about it. You said those were all the ones that you were interested in, or
well,
that you liked. That you liked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to see Dragon Ball, but I haven't gotten around to it. Because I know I'm gonna watch it with David.
I saw Dragon Ball.
Because it's like, whether if I like it or not, I'm probably still just gonna watch it with him.
Nice. That's what I ended up doing. I watched it with Terrence.
Yeah. So, you seen it and you didn't like it?
Like...
yeah, let's get into the ones you don't like. And you can spoil anything for me, because I'll just... It's Dragon Ball, I don't care.
Okay,
I'm watching it for David.
Okay, so... Like, when I first started watching Dragon Ball Super, I thought it was a filler episode, like, immediately, because Goku's doing farmer work, so he's driving a tractor, like, harvesting fields. Like, you remember Tenchi from Tenchi Muyo?
Yeah.
And you would always see him in the field work. He's kind of doing that. I'm like, wait, why are you doing this right now? But apparently Chi-Chi is making him do at least 6 months of work for all the time he's been gone. And this is after Goku and Vegeta defeat Buu. And Buu is with Hercule now, and he's getting more and more popular. They show that Videl is getting married to Gohan. The characters look different. Like, Videl has a new look. Alright, I think it's a new look from how she looked before.
Is it like her style or the animation?
Her style.
Oh.
And I think I always liked the style where she had the pigtails. But
yeah.
And then they show Gohan and Trunks trying to get her a wedding gift. So they're like flying around the city, doing their own thing. And I mean, Goten and Trunks are going around doing that. Goten is helping out Goku in the field. Hercule, he tries to give money off to either Vegeta or Goku because he feels bad because they did all the work. So he wants to kind of pay them off for, what they did, at least something, since he's getting all the glory of, I defeated Buu and really didn't. Also, too, everyone's, all the people's memory of Buu has been erased, though. So, that's another thing to keep in mind. The only thing that didn't feel like filler was that, they showed the Lord Beerus, and he looks like an Egyptian dog, basically. He looks like a dog that just started talking, and he's purple, and he has Egyptian clothes. That's the best way I can describe him. And he destroys half a planet because the food that they made him is too greasy. So,
no.
But apparently this isn't the first planet to just disappear. There's been others. But it was like 3 or 4 minutes, at most. So I was kind of like, I feel like this was a filler episode.
Did Terrence like?
He was kind of about it. Like we just watched this. But
didn't he say his favorite anime was Dragon Ball? Because didn't he say his favorite anime was Dragon Ball, or one of them?
No, his favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop, but Samurai Champloo.
Oh, because at the wedding he had one of them listed as Dragon Ball.
Oh, maybe was it?
Yeah.
Then yes. Just lower on the list.
Yeah, it was like one of the low ones.
But yeah, like it. I mean, GT is the one that's going out in place of this one, so you know, I don't know. I can't tell. It's too early on to tell if it's going to be better or what, but I feel like the start was kind of like, yeah. It was an episode. Apparently, huh?
Oh, you go.
Oh, apparently episode 2 is out, so I did not see that one yet. Oh, I will say this though, I do not like their Japanese voices. Like, I usually watch Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT in English voices, and when I heard their voices, I was like, oh god. Like, this is a little distracting, just a little.
You shouldn't listen to Inuyasha in Japanese. His voice is still.
Oh, I remember hearing, I think I added one of the opening songs to my account on YouTube, because I like collecting all the really good opening and ending theme songs of anime. And I got the one where they talk before the opening starts, and I'm like, oh god. Like, oh god. Nah, I'll stick with English. Like, I can't guarantee I'm gonna watch more. I think if I heard something interesting going on in it, maybe. But
is he gonna drop it too?
Probably. I mean, I think if we hear people mention it, that it's getting better, we might like continue on watching it, because I know at some point I'll end up watching Dragon Ball Super anyway. But it's kind of weird too, because I watched Dragon Ball GT all the way to the end, and it's like, okay, that's it. Goku's something. Like, I can't say that he's gone. He's kind of gone, but he's not gone. It's like, years late, after everybody is dead, he is still around in the atmosphere. I'm like, what the hell? All is alive in some timeline, and then they bring out Dragon Ball Super. Like, they don't want to finish it. They don't want to just say, call it quits. Be like, no, we can keep this going. But, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You should let me know what you think about it when you watch it.
Probably be the same, but I will. Did you watch Classroom Crisis?
No.
Yeah, I'm dropping that one. I watched both episodes, and around the second episode, I just started daydreaming. It just got boring, so I just stopped it. And there's it's about they're on Mars, I think, and only a select few though, because they're super smart and I guess rich to be able to go on there. And I'm not too sure because I don't care about the story. But work on like spaceships, and there's like some of them working to be pilots or whatever. But there was like this incident where the new transfer student was supposed to be arriving, but he gets kidnapped, so they have to try to rescue him and give them the ransom money. And during that, like, instead of like the adult going as the pilot, this teenager goes, and she's just super perfect at it, and she's like just another Ina hole. That's like, she also has no personality. She doesn't get, she's not scared or anything. She's super calm, and she's a awesome pilot. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be watching this anime, but I'll watch the second episode just because. But even then, it was just, the second episode was just really boring.
Oh, that sucks.
So, yeah, don't watch it. Get away.
Alright.
Even like the opening and ending was just,
boring?
I didn't care for it.
Oh.
Like, I didn't have words.
By the way, we are at 1 hour and 8 minutes. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I forgot.
It's okay. And there was the other one, Ranpo Kitan.
Oh, hey, I watched that one too.
And I didn't like it.
Me neither. So it's about this kid who's bored with life, and yeah, he's bored with life. You know,
he has
I thought,
like, he doesn't, like, not just him, but almost everyone doesn't seem to be freaked out by this, like, this body, this murder, this disgusting thing that happened, and putting his dead body into, like, a chair. No one really seems all that freaked out about it.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting, because he just wakes up in the classroom, and he's like, I'm okay, something's in my hand, and he grasps for it, which I could see that happening, and he just turns and sees the teacher, and the teacher's head is gone, and he's just in this, like, Buddha position. Like, I think a body parts was put into, like, a Buddha position, or that's what I thought of. But it was actually like a chair, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
did you see the second episode or no?
No.
Oh. I guess maybe the second episode explained it was a chair.
But,
I can't remember.
like, well...
Because I did think of Buddha as well.
Yeah.
But they say it's a chair.
But it's still, like, he had this expression of, well, that's interesting.
Yeah,
but
like, even the cops, too, it's like... Because I was reading this review on it who was also ranting about it, saying, like... Because you know how it shows our ages, everyone's ages.
Yeah.
And one of them was 26, and he was like, okay, you can... and there was another one like 30, whatever. And in the blog, he was saying, like, okay, I guess you can argue these guys are veterans, and so they've seen so much shit that they wouldn't be affected by it. But it's like, come on, 26-year-old veteran? No. Like, they should have had a stronger reaction to a dead body like this.
Yeah.
It should have been really creepy and freaked out, but everyone was so calm about it.
Which, I will mention that, you know, it's interesting how they really put the anime into that main character's perspective of this world is boring. So literally, if there's characters on the side, you don't see them. They're shadows. Only when they become interesting or really, like, involve him do you actually really see the characters. But
yeah, they rant about that too, but I actually was okay with that.
I was fine with that too. I just thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
But I will say that, you know, the art style, it showed people's ages. But then when it came to the new homeroom teacher that took the place of the one that got killed, she looked like one of the little kids, and I was like, wait, why do you look like the little kid? She was so short, and even as a shadow, you could tell how small she was. And it's like, well, I would guess that she's 10, because...
Yeah, I didn't like her, the way she was dressed. Like, come on, this is a teacher.
Yeah, not professional at all.
The kids were dressed more professional.
That's pretty bad.
And then that's stupid. There's always that guy who's only 17, but he's like above them all.
Yeah. He kind of remind me of Elle, but on another level, because it's like, I'm in high school, but, you know,
I don't have to go.
I don't have to go. But it's like, why didn't you just go ahead and have a character that wasn't in high school? Like,
yeah, they should have just had like this 30-year-old person or 40-year-old person. Why does he have to be young? It's stupid.
I guess the only thing I can think of is that so the other kid will be like, oh, I want to be your assistant. I want to be into this sort of thing where I can also, you know, have a life that's more interesting than what I have. But
it's either way, it's still weird because he's not even affected by the killing, and he thinks it's interesting that he's a suspect.
He gets arrested, and it's like, this is interesting. I'm like,
yeah,
you better not.
Either way, they might as well have made it to him coming to a 40-year-old man's house saying, I want to be your assistant. Because either way, it'll show that he's really fucked up in the head. He
is not worried about dropping soap. Well, I had to say that. Like, he should be, because he looked like a girl. I thought that character was a girl. He had the hips and everything. And yet,
it's not really
it's a boy.
Shaped like a boy.
Yeah, not at all. He even has the eyelashes. Like, not like the other kid who's a classmate too, but...
And the friend too didn't really seem... Like, even though he seemed more normal than the other characters, he still didn't seem all that worried about a dead person in the room. He seemed more concerned for his friend.
Yeah.
Like, no one really seemed like, oh my god, I can't believe someone was killed here. It's more like, he's innocent. Like, he cares for him that much.
It's funny because, like, despite how the main character is, I would have been like, you didn't do it. But I still don't trust your ass. Like, the way he was acting, like, oh, this is fun. This is interesting. My life isn't boring. I'm like, well, damn, like, why don't you just go ahead and say that you did it then? Your life will always be interesting.
And the first episode, that 17-year-old guy, you remember when he said, like, he stopped any type of information getting to the media? It's like, how is that possible? Everyone would, like, all the kids would send tweets and their own blogs and post it. Like, you can't stop them all. That was
yes,
just
you can.
so
yes,
stupid.
you can, Valerie.
Huh?
I said, yes, he can.
Only in anime can you be that awesome, right?
You would think, like...
And young.
You know, because, okay, yeah, you're right. Like, the kids that were there, they all knew about it. It's not like they closed down the school and was like, nope, no school day. Why? Why isn't there no school day? Like, I can understand, but students knew what was going on. The town should have known. I mean, parents, you know, they should have had concerns that this kid is still going to school.
Yeah, like, even in that blog I was talking about, like, he said too, like, if there was a killing at my school, I wouldn't feel like going the next day. So there should have been at least a lot of students absent, not wanting to go, at least in that class.
No, they were just like, we're gonna stand next to the windows. I'm like, you wouldn't find me in that fucking room. Like, and my kid either. Like, I wouldn't have them going, I would take them out of the school and have them go elsewhere. But just because the one classmate was like, I'm sure he didn't do it. Oh yeah, you're right. I agree with you. If you say so, then I also think that.
Stupid anime.
And if you also say that the sky is black, not blue, I believe that too.
I don't. This anime is just trash. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna drop it or still watch it?
Oh, I'm dropping it. I'm not watching any more of it.
Then the second they find out who the killer was, and the killer had the ability to leak some information, because, you know, I think in the first one they talked about how the killer would get bored.
Yeah.
So the second one, it happens, they get bored. But it turns out it's just a 14-year-old girl who was the killer. Like, was in love with the teacher, and the teacher was in love with the main character, so she got jealous and killed him. But it was like, how did this 14-year-old girl have the ability to leak stuff to the media? Like, I understand if she did it by Twitter or something, but no, she sent it to him, and also, like, they figured out that she wasn't, like, she killed him because she loved him, so, and she framed him also, like, obviously, so she won't get in trouble. But it's like, why would she want attention? Why didn't she just, like, okay, I did it, it's done with? Why would she leak it? It's just so stupid. It was just a plot hole to be like.
I would think that the point of killing is, like, one of the points is to not get caught.
Yeah, to not get attention. It's like, if she killed out of jealousy and not killed because she is a killer, because a serial killer would want attention, but if she's not a serial killer, why would she? That was just a stupid plot hole. It was dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, why, if she only killed that one time, she wouldn't want attention. Like, come on.
The teacher didn't want attention. He killed a lot of people.
Yeah. He killed all those people, and he never once, like, oh, I need attention to get caught.
But then also, too...
That's stupid. Not all serial killers are like that, and like how they animated it seemed like that. It was that easy.
And then anyone who leaked out information would have been a suspect, because, like, I would have leaked out information, been like, this fucking happened. like,
yeah.
No one's talking about it. I don't feel safe. They're gonna probably strike again because they feel like no one is looking for this person. Like, no. Say that you're looking for this person so they won't do it again. Isn't that the point?
I think that's all the ones I watched. Did you have any ones you watched and didn't like?
Yeah. Oh, you said that we saw... Oh, yeah, that was Ranpo. Okay, there was one other one No, there's two others that I saw. The first one is called Shimonita, a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. And, it's like further down on the list of the anime page.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so just looking at the cover of this, I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Because automatically it's the girl with the panties on her hair.
Yeah.
So the way they approached it was interesting at first, because it's like there's a group of guys or girls, and they are like reading porno mags or whatever, and this team of this military team comes in, and they like take them out pretty much and burn all the porno mags because cuss words and looking at pornos, like, that's all bad. And society is all about upholding healthy lifestyles and not saying bad words. So everybody has these collars around their necks and like bracelets on their wrists. And I want to say that they sound off when people say bad words or look at bad things. But I'm not exactly sure, because there were times where it didn't happen. And I'm like, wait, I thought they worked like that. And so I got kind of confused if it did or didn't. I don't know how I feel about this anime. Because there's a mass terrorist, quotations, mass terrorist, because this person goes against the idea that bad words and pornos, nudie pictures shouldn't be seen So they dress up in like a white sheet, and they have panties on her hair, and it's a girl, and she'll just stand in a public place higher up in the air, and she'll throw out cards that have like naked girls on it, and
just girls.
Yeah, at least from what I saw, they were just girls, and you would see the guys pick it up and be like, "What is this?" Oh, oh God! Oh. And then of course officers would try to capture her, and she's like, "Under the sheet, I am naked. So if you try and touch me, like, just know that you will also like come down with me, because you're touching a naked lady," and all sorts of stuff. It's pretty crazy. It's very different. I like it when anime is different, but I don't know. I guess this is outside my comfort zone. I think that's what it is. Because it's like, it's too much to grasp.
So you're gonna still watch it, or?
No.
No, drop it.
I'm so dropping this. Because the main character of the show is this guy who, I guess he's okay for the most part with, not saying bad stuff. He's just laying low for the most part. There was a situation where this girl was trying to frame a guy on the train, like saying that she was, saying that the guy was touching her or trying to grope her, and he didn't. So the main character like saved him from that. But anime moves fast, and I guess there's no good reasoning for some of the things that happen. Like, he coincidentally ends up being forced into joining the student council to help find the terrorists. Ironically, the student council, the vice president is the very person that is the terrorist. And she wants him to be a part of what she's trying to do with making it a society that is okay with pornos and bad words.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is the one where the main character, apparently he went to a school that before that it didn't uphold the rules so much of society, and now the school that he's going to, it does try to really bring out the rules of, not saying bad words and pornos and stuff. Like, it's a higher class school. So his homeroom teacher is the one that is like constantly doing stuff to him that like makes it look bad in a way.
Why is it a teacher?
Because she's always like making it uncomfortable for him, because she was like, "Oh, how do women and men mate?" She's constantly asking that. The homeroom teacher is. And she'll, like, how a character is just sitting at his desk, right? So she will come from underneath the desk into his lap and just be looking at him. And it's like, like, and he's honestly, like, trying to, like, look away, because it's like, you shouldn't be this close. You're my teacher? But she's constantly asking him this question. It's like, I don't know. I'm not even a fucking grown-up. Like, and I'm not supposed, like with the type of world it is, it's like, they love each other? Like, you can't say, the words, but I don't know. Like, she does some stuff that's kind of like,
I'm staying away.
Yeah. It moves pretty fast. I think I kept watching it to the end, but I was like, no, I'm not watching this again. It was one of the last anime that I watched. But yeah, there's that.
Was that all?
No, there was one more. Although I don't know if, well, it's called Working. I think it has another title, another name for it.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. So, Working is basically one of those animes where you take a group of characters and you observe them in their everyday life. There's no particular goal they're looking towards. Kind of like Azumanga Daioh, but at least in Azumanga Daioh, they were looking forward to graduating. In this one, there's no graduating. There's I'm working a job.
Just a slice of life.
Yeah, just a slice of life. The main character, you do get to see his family. He has like several sisters. And there's different personalities there. You meet a ᴛʀᴀåsＧ. You have that type of character who doesn't want to go out anywhere. So I guess she's more goth in a way. Like you have like different personalities, but and the family situation is interesting, but after seeing the family situation, you immediately go to how things are at work, and you meet even more personalities. Like there's a girl that she talks a lot, but she doesn't. There's some things that she's kind of naive to, like when people say like dirty things, she doesn't really get it. Although I couldn't tell what the dirty things were because they bleeped it out in the anime, so I was like, I'm curious as to what it was, so that way I can know that character more, like why she didn't understand whatever. But they bleeped it out, so I couldn't find out. And then there's another character in there where she doesn't like guys. Like, she kind of freezes up. Or, no, she punches them in the face. Like, if they come too close. It was funny because the main character, he... like, someone broke his glasses on accident. And so he's like, okay, I'll try to get through the rest of, work shift. Until I can get my other pair at home. And he sees someone coming. Well, actually before that, he kept mistaking people for other people. So he was like, I'll just wait till, the person comes up to me and they identify who they are. But the shy girl who can't stand guys, she didn't say anything. And he came up pretty close. But he didn't realize how close, like, just staring her in the face. And then he was like, wait, this character has orange hair? Oh, fuck, it's so-and-so! Oh, God, they're gonna hit me in the face! And they were just bracing themselves to be hit in the face. And another character comes up like, what are you doing? It's like, what's going wrong with so-and-so? And they're like, they fell unconscious. And they're like, oh, thank God. I thought I was going to get punched in the face. Actually, that's another thing, too. There's the ᴛʀᴀåsG. He was getting asked to get beat up because he's a ᴛʀᴀåsG. But it was still pretty funny. Because the guy was like, you're begging me to beat you up. Like, how does that, it was interesting. I don't think I would watch any more of it.
Was it too boring or, like, annoying?
It wasn't annoying. It just kind of seemed boring because, like, I don't see no how... Point. Yeah, like, I don't see, like... like, if it's going to be the same stuff, like, I don't see any progression in characters, like, developing much. People seem to have their own stories, their own personalities. There's no problems. The only thing I could see is that the main character's family didn't seem to like their mom. But I don't know why, because the mom never shows up. She has an assistant check up on them. But that's the only thing that made me interested. Like, what is the story behind the mom? Why don't they like her so much? But they did hint off that the mom is really is a lot to deal with. But that's it.
Yeah, this place with black anime, you kind of have to be in the mood for them.
Yeah, I think that was another thing too I want to say, is that I can't say that I was in the mood for it.
Yeah, otherwise they're just boring.
Yeah, and that's how it seemed. Like, at least with ᴛʀᴏ I would have been a little more interested, but it didn't really. Like, I liked the art style of it. It was really simple. But for being really simple, they did show characters' ages, and, like, even characters had lipstick, which I find is unusual. Like, you don't see many anime where characters have, like, lip color, but...
Yeah, they need to have anime start wearing more makeup, because it's always bare face, and you know they don't.
Right.
You know, in real life, everyone wears makeup. Almost everyone. So can we stop with this? Oh, you look beautiful natural. It's like, yeah, but sometimes people like to wear makeup anyways.
Right. And see, that's one of the things I like, is that they showed a character where she did the makeup. She would kind of put her hair differently, like style it up, sort of, but not going overboard. But, like, she's just that type of person. So that was also nice to see. But it's just, like, I don't know if... I feel like all the episodes are going to be like that. Like, oh, we're going to show this person this day. Like, this happens this day. But there's no progress or... like...
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't any... aside from the usual... Because it's not like the main character just started his job. He had already been working there for a while, so...
boring.
Yeah. And that's it. Oh, thank God. That's it.
Yeah. It was surprising, because I watched more this season than I did last.
Yeah, I can safely say I watched more this season.
Yeah.
But, let's see.
So you still have to watch Junjo Romantica and AXK.
Yes. And then, I think there's another one I wanted to check out. You know,
I wanted to check out Prison School, because someone on Twitter said it was funny. And I wanted to check out God Eater, just because the way it looks.
Yeah, actually, that's the one I forgot about. Like, God Eater, I still can't help but look at it and think of, Attack on Titan. Yeah,
Eren and Mikasa.
Yeah, because...
Just if you quickly look at it, it looks like it.
Yeah, Mikasa smokes now, and Eren is in the same... He has the same angry look as he always does, so... But, I think the other anime that I want to check out is... I think it's called Cooking. It's a cooking anime. Shokugeki no Soma. I'm looking it up now to see. But I keep hearing about this anime called Cooking. Have you heard about it?
What's it called again?
I'm looking up the English name. Oh, Food Wars. There we go.
Oh yeah, I don't like it.
Don't like it?
Oh. That's the one I told you about that has I only watched it because that one hot guy, the blonde hair. But I dropped it off the 4th or 5th episode. It's a fan service, just every time they took a bite, it was like they're having an orgasm.
Oh, wow.
If you watch it, you'll see. Like, you should still watch it just in case you find it funny, but I couldn't handle it. I just watched it until that character I like, that from the gif, that until he showed up, but once he showed up, I'm like, yeah, he's not good enough for me to keep watching.
Wow, that's interesting. Alright, I'll check it out anyway, because I keep seeing, like, I saw a cosplayer dress up as as the character with the red hair. But
yeah.
I only see the pictures, I never see anything else. And I read about it, but that's it. Oh, I guess another one I watched was Rinne. Rinne? Rinne. It's like the same creator of Inuyasha, like has that same animation.
Oh, I think I know, but I didn't see it.
I read about it in the manga, like the manga form of it. And I watched the episode, but I have to be in the mood for it. Because it's about this girl who, she got lost at her grandma's home, and she started seeing souls ever since then. And there's this guy in her class, in high school, that she sees him, but he's actually missing. Like, no one else can see him, but he's actually there. But he deals with spirits and stuff too. But I was in the mood for it. It wasn't very fast moving. It kind of goes slow. So that's a thing to keep in mind. Like, it looks like it could be good, but it's slow moving, and I need something that it goes pretty quickly. Like, it keeps you interested right from the start.
Yeah. Another one too I was gonna watch was the one you seen, the Overlord. So that one too.
Yay! Because it seems really good. Oh, I think there's a movie that's gotten quite a bit of hype. It's called Bakemono no Ko.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
I don't know what it would be in English. It's called The Boy and the Beast. But I saw it being advertised quite a bit.
Yeah, me too. The animation looks interesting, but I don't know about talking animals. But I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I think it's already out. Because I don't see a timer on it.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I agree with you. I think the animation would look nice, but the story isn't, like, really captivating me.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we should call it quits for the episode?
Yeah. End it.
Alright.